Yeah. Car park there, mate. So, any of our viewers racing on the 28th? We've got a team prepared. Racing Rich is going to put the move on. I think he's going to get it done here. So, come down to Lacombe's. And yep, movie's done. Now Manuke's having a Luke. Sorry. He's going to put it down the inside. Thinks better of it. I did see Dugamus in the background as well. TJ is staying with Nickelodeon though. So Nickelodeon not really able to pull a gap as Manuke's going to stick it down the inside into Puhon. But Angry Jock. Oh, these cars are such on the edge coming through Puhon. One little tap and you are facing the wrong way. So this is into Campus. And Angry Jock is still in 9th place. I think it's a matter of time before we see him darting into the pits. Dugamus has lost time though. He's losing out on this opportunity. Nickelodeon is starting to drop TJ. Oh, sorry. I do apologise about the adverts. Oh, what's going on here? We've got a battle once again. A performance maybe putting the hammer down. Yeah, and it's I think it's a terrible split as well, the adverts. I think it's a 70-30 split in their favour. So, yeah, don't think we cash in. I think in 4 years, I think this channel's had about 6 payouts of about £30. So don't give up your day job and start streaming because it totally is not worth it. Not saying don't try it, but just don't give up your day job. It's got to be something you do for love. I do enjoy making the graphics. I do enjoy watching the races nowadays. Don't particularly race. More due to lack of setup than anything else. This is a nice little battle as we are now racing through the pit window. It's going to be a case of who jumps first. Yeah, please do follow that link. Nightbot's just pinged up for us. I don't know if Doodle just done that, but let's say we got a championship kicking off on the 28th, 6 races, 3 back-to-back, then we have a summer break, and then another 3 back-to-back, finishing at Nordskleif. That will be a 12-hour. We could maybe be looking at seeing if we can work a 24-hour format, but that it will not be a easy thing to do, because I do believe G Portal only runs for 12 hours. The Angry Jock has pitted, decided to maybe try and get the undercut. Nickelodeon now only half a second. You can smell the exhaust fumes from Azinski. So we've got a battle for first and second, and another for third and 4th. These guys are 30 seconds behind the leaders. I think it's going to be a completely different half of the race. As we saw, many of the drivers didn't even qualify. Evening, Sparko. Cheering on Mr. Demp, who has missed out on the position, so he was leading for the first 45-50 minutes, but he's still looking strong in second place. Afternoon. Where are you? Are you over the pond? I'm just about ready for bed, mate. Desiree, evening, mate. Cheering on Spax. Yeah, all the nameless lads have done the front to back, back to front challenge. I keep saying that, back to front. Dennis Nielsen, he started around the 20th position as well, and he's sitting in 11th. He's got Dugamus in front of him. Stalker Brown into the pits, nearly finding the barrier. So I will need to take a break in a wee while. I do need to get another drink. Away, I will leave the action running. Give it another few minutes because I want to watch this battle. Looking through the grid as we waiting for the pits to sort themselves out. Not something I'm used to commentating on. Is something is pit windows. Does add a different layer. Reiner Halt into the pits. Practice makes perfect. We do know consistency is king in GC3 racing. The differences in the cards around tracks like this do negate themselves as you get different, like tight twisty sections and non-power sections. So some cars stronger in different sections, and that's the beauty of GC3 racing. How many cars we got out there? We got 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not one Porsche out there. So we've got 7 different cars out there. Spread across 20. Well, was 24. We're down to 22. Could say 20 with Jonah, Liam and Diesel in the pits. Nickelodeon just keeping the pressure on Adzinski. I believe that's Angry Jock just ahead of him. The performance has got some traffic ahead of him. Is that Snuffles? No, it's not Snuffles. Snuffles is in the pits. Ooh, this is where it gets interesting. Back markers start tripping the fast guys up. And it's worked in Adzinski's favour by the looks of it. It's like trying to overtake the middle-aged women. Middle lane hogging. Got to wait your time. Gets a little deep there, and both of them into the pits. Right, I think this is time for me to go get a drink. I'll be back in just a couple.
We are at the halfway mark, keep pushing.
Oh mate, it's horrible at Spa. Just realised I don't need a drink, I've got a packet of Haribo. So, our performance in Demp, both in the pits. There's like a second between them. See what it is as you have a little splash, change the tyres, new shoes, and get back underway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyone who's running 2 warnings or 3, walking on eggshells for the next 45 minutes. Right, so just getting myself dressed, or undressed, sweaty a little bit, get a bit warm, the old spring's coming. Let's jump aboard in Demp. Got a massive jump on, no performance. Oh dear. No performance definitely lost out. That was cloudy as heck. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it was cloudy as down it. So it's meant to be nice tomorrow. Did performance have damage? I'm not too sure, mate. It didn't look like it. It managed to get first place. Azinski and Racing Rich are into the pits, as well as Dugabus. You'll be in there. He was in 9th place, but she's going to drop down the field. Yeah, I'm the same, mate, especially when I'm working. As I'm a van driver, and there's nothing worse than sweating all day. Yeah, must be. Yeah, it's that sort of gap, isn't it? 5 seconds. Yeah, practicing your pits is one of the Oh, Stalker Brown making out with the ball. So not only Ian Dent got the jump on high performance, but he's looks like he's pulling the gap as well. Yeah, the corner in the pits is a bit tight as well. I've clipped the wall a few times there. So, our channel favourite, Neil B, in the Golf Aston, has solidified 13th place at the moment, so he's got 40 minutes. Definitely one of the most improved drivers I've seen over the years. Definitely more of a complete package. But Angry Jog up in the nosebleeds. He's got Scrapper behind him, but he's got a massive gap. So he's going to definitely get a top 10 here. Looking really, really good. Imagine Spax, he's dropped behind, so it looks like he's thrown the towel in as well as Snow Staffles is still going. Proton has thrown in the towel as well. So they are dropping like flies. So Nickelodeon, how far is he actually behind these guys? Oh my god, he's actually literally a lap behind. Oh no, sorry, looking at the wrong guys. 27 seconds, 40 minutes. That's a big ass, that's like 8 tenths a lap, something like that. Ian Dent still pulling the gap up over high performance. Scrapper yet to pit, sitting in 10th, but he's coming under increasing pressure from Dugamus on cleaner boots. Into the pits comes Scrapper, the last to do so, with 3 minutes of the pit window remaining. Angry Jock, 8th place. Wow. He's got Manouk ahead of him. I'll tell you what, Angry Jock's on for 7th place here. Pretty breezy out there. Well, I say pretty breezy. It's only 4 kilometres, but in this game, it does make a little bit of a difference. Wish there was a way to turn up the wind. .37 minutes remaining. don't think, yeah. There's no chance of Nickelodeon closing that gap. Sadly, the battles have kind of died out. Maybe Reinhold, he's on a bit of a charge. You can see Dennis Nielsen just ahead of him. But, love to hear your opinions on recent updates and DLC and state of the game. Personally, I think it's in a better condition than it's ever been. I've personally been running leagues in this for about 4 years. I remember the early days at 30 FPS. Looking back on the old YouTube videos, can't believe we used to race like that. The content's getting richer, I think. Luke giving someone a flash there. Let me try and get into Racing Rich's mind.
The window is now closed.
And that is it. You're not allowed to change your tyres now. Yeah, but if you, as long as you're a clean driver, most leagues will accept you. You've just got to be clean. That's why BOA and Grids are both affiliated with each other. We cater to all. So Neil B was one of them drivers. Always never want to get in the way, but he's sitting up there in 12th place. Didn't qualify. He's a million miles away from Reinhold, but definitely best of the rest. Let's scrap that tonight. Best of the rest. Goes to this guy. Long old race on a Thursday evening. Yeah, that is a tricky bit, trying to find grids with reasonable numbers but not dirty drivers or toxic community behaviour. It is hard to find the balance, and I think most communities struggle at one point or another with toxicity, especially as we're dealing with competitive guys. Dugimus has found himself right in the thick of this battle as Reinhold gets it wrong into the combs. Find himself facing the wrong way. And that's allowed Danielson not only to save the position, but yeah, well, you think with BOA, BOA, we were huge. We were running 3 leagues on a Sunday, streaming all 3 races and everything like that. But then COVID died off, and then loads more leagues sprung up. And it kind of spread the field out a bit too much. But I think it seems to be changing. Even there's more drivers looking to race, or the other smaller leagues have sort of dropped out and other guys are returning to where they originally raced. Yeah, CJ is very almost militant with his ways, but that's kind of why I like working with him, because he's... Oh! Caught that at the right time. Dugan was ploughed into the wall. Where was that? Looks like on the exit of Blanchimont. Yes, it was. That was a heavy, heavy crash. But yeah, CJ's ways... I'm more of a... I don't know, I'm quite strict, but not as strict. That's what I'm saying, see what I mean? And people just go to the more established ones. I mean, you got to jump about and see what the other groups are like. I used to race in other leagues, even though I used to run BOA. You got to mix it up. But yeah, I do like what CJ and the grid do. They are. I see some of the banter and everything as well. There's definitely no free speech issues in the grid. Yeah, I was more worried about the wall. Imagine Spax has got drive through. I think that is his race over. Yep, probably jump straight back to the pits. Yeah, Deb. In a really good drive tonight. 7 seconds ahead, half an hour to go. Yeah, it is good to see the grid with these numbers. They where many leagues find themselves sometimes in the lower end. So you stick with it. And, you build it, they will come. Just got to stick to your values. Just got to put on good events. I like to know what sort of races people are looking for and they can't find. I hear of GT4 sometimes, but never really get the numbers. Yeah, it does, dude. And me personally, I won't stream for that sort of numbers as well. It's just... it's not a good advert for the club. So CJ's got himself back into the 13th place. Showing what can happen if you just stick with it. It did drop all the way down to like 17th earlier. I think one thing you learn about league management is about being innovative, like coming up with new ideas and trying to be different. Using the best of the technology available, and that's where I know I personally lost touch, especially with the entry list and everything like that, and XCL. They were on the button and they got it done, and they got a great system. Not something I'm planning to compete with, because there is quite an expense involved. Lazinski 1.8 behind Nickelodeon. One of the most consistent drivers, I think, in this league. we've all tried Pulse Cup, mate. Nobody. It's always a good idea, but people come up for one race, have a bump, and they're I don't want to race no more. So it's what it is, but we've got a little bit of action here with Reinhold closing down Dennis Nilsson. I keep losing track of Reinhold. He seems to be up and down the grid like a yo-yo. Oh, Dennis Nilsson getting a bit weavy there. Got to be a bit careful about over-moving. Over-weaving, sorry. He gets the position done safely enough and up into 9th place. Angry Jock, 10 seconds ahead. Doable. But with 250 connections, I reckon there should be some sort of multi-class with every car available. That'd be interesting. 10 of each class. Asinski's closing down McLeod. Yeah, Ninja, that's something that I've run before. We've got something similar next week. We've got GT2 versus GT3, and the manufacturers have been put into a team together. So GT2 and GT3 score points as a manufacturing team. But yeah, as for CJ, I'm not too sure, mate. But yeah, just put your ideas forward. Worst I could say. I do like the team element, but it is a lot of work. Porsche Cup, yeah. I do love driving them. It's just, once again, the numbers are usually too poor. That means he's going to take your idea for later. So I'm watching the chat more than I'm reading, watching the race. Always great to have people joining in the chat. Can get a little bit lonesome in these quieter moments in the race. But this is not one of them quieter moments, because Asinski wants that bloody 3rd place. Mr. Consistency. But yeah, CJ is quite creative with these leagues as well. And the work he puts in is phenomenal. His work ethic is second to none. One of the other reasons I respect him. Not enough people nowadays like hard work. I don't find anything else more rewarding. Especially when you get all the guys at the end of the race all in the chat, all buzzing from the race they've just had. I think we're going to have that pretty much from a majority tonight. Only 4 cars retired. We do still have 20 minutes remaining. I hate this system they've got. Oh, there we are. It's a bit of on board. You can just hear him easing off the brake there. As much as a curb as legally possible. Really smooth style. Mick Logan, not too different line just ahead of him. CJ's just ahead. BMW looks like it's on rails. Perfectly cuts the corner. Gets a bit deep now. Let's wait to get on the throttle. And into second, hit the apex early on the throttle. Definitely got a better run out the corner there. Dropped to 10th. CJ just ahead of him there. CJ needs to stay out of the way. Woo. Please tell me if you're getting bored of this view. I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's like front row seats are the best battle. Let's see if there's anything else going on. We do have Ryan Holt. He's just got past Angry Jock. But that is it at the moment. You get to see how the BMW is performing and how the Ferrari deals with it. Ferrari's definitely quicker through sector 1. Pulled out to 0.9 that gap now. BMW chomping away like Pac-Man. Goes a little bit deep there. Saves it. Yeah, Angry Jock, definitely, if he stays top 10, I'm going to get my driver of the day. Oh, yeah, I think he's got it. Dugamus looks a long way behind. So, even if Dennis gets past him. Deep there. I think he's slightly lost concentration. Gap slightly further this time. 15 minutes remaining. It's probably got about 6-7 laps. Agri-Jock, we're having a storming night. Oh, Reinhold, Nickelodeon, sorry, he's gone deep. Be right back. Back. Oh, changed the race. Zinski still 8 tenths behind. So lights. Shine heavy as this geek goes sideways. He's struggling now. It's temperature 20 degrees. It's got cold. Angry Jock into the pits. No! Oh no, what a shame. Surely going to allow 7 drivers through, including Neil B. Yes, he will pass him in a moment. Dugamus already passed him. Now up into 10th place. No, I like to see the brakes glow and everything. We'll get to see it here. No, don't see it here. Yeah, sometimes you see the brakes glowing. I know you did on PC. So Zinski now 1 second separates him and a podium. Nickelodeon, he's definitely got to be in for a shout of driver of the day as well. Jock still in the pits. Looked like he had rear end damage, so I'm wondering if he came off somewhere. But tumbles down the grid. I think he might even lose out to El Traco here. Yes, he does. That's a 16th. That is horrible for Angry Jock. No, it might be even worse. 17th. Oh, and he's got no lights on. Yeah, down to 17th. Oh no. I completely blame Ninja for that. Gave him the curse. Yep, completely 100% Ninja Niwu 90. Well, yeah, yeah, you can see the exhaust there, can't you? That does look pretty sick, doesn't it? Men are so sad. Gotta love it. We've got a little battle here between Venice and Scrapper. So Mr. Ewok has got himself up to 12th. Got to be in it to win it. Oh, and Scrapper is in manoeuvre mode as he spins back round, back in the right direction, and that is that race over for now. Bang on 10 minutes to go. The second half was definitely been less exciting. We saw a little battle between Adzinski and Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon looking sublime in that Ferrari. And we've not mentioned these two for a long time. It's what happens when you lead a race comfortably. You tend to get no airtime. Jock 17th, closing down Stalker Brown. Didn't intend that at all. And he claims a position back. Waco, 12 seconds up the road, a bit of an ask. You never know. Yeah, if he's going to push, going to have to do it now, but I think Ian's got this one. I hope I've just not cursed him this time. So we've got Neil B just ahead of the podium, third place podium battle. He's usually Mr. Fair, he'll get out of the way pretty quickly. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, driver of the day. I mean, there are several candidates, some shouting louder than others. I'm going to go for Ian Dent. Nickelodeon. Angry Jock. Or any of your own choices. Yeah, he's definitely in with a shout. But Nickelodeon's just been a bit quicker. That's my only. That's why I've gone for him over Adzinski. Yeah, he definitely hit something, didn't he? Well, he's back into 15th already because Venice is into the pits. Not making any time on El Chueco though, so I think that will be it from him tonight. Although he has got leaders coming in behind him. Could be interesting still. Tends to be not the easiest to get round as a back marker, I've noticed. Oh, what's going on there? Is that a back marker? Yep. Something I've noticed in like streaming the last few months is guys being a lot more fair with blue flags, getting out of the way nicely. It's very sportsmanlike. Not a great deal to talk about at the moment. He'll be up on Dugamus. This could be interesting. So they'll be battling for top 10. Track temperatures stopped at 20 degrees. It's not getting any cooler. Battleship Bentley. All aboard HMS Bentley. Yeah, no, he's done well. It's still not over. Oh yeah, well done, sorry. Well done, Frank. Well spotted there, mate. Down to 1.2 that gap now. 3 minutes remaining. Has he been just sitting on them tyres? Keep an eye on that gap. But it could be a back marker thing as well. Coming up to Dennis Nielsen, next back marker. He'll be about as close as he's been to Dugamus. Ian Dent once again pulling the gap again. Kenny Aston, oh, the Bentley's got so much grunt. I don't think even the Aston's going to be able to get it. See, definitely getting close up. Bentley seems to be pulling away a little bit. 1.3 the lead at the front. Making his way through the back markers now. High Performance has got done. High Performance got round him, I think. Oh no, he hasn't. No, my bad. All got excited over nothing there. I think this will be the last lap. Definitely got to stay with these two now, getting some airtime. Yeah, the third Mercedes. What do you mean, the aliens, Ninja? So this is the last lap. It's been a interesting race. If not quite second half to it. Some interesting ones with Dugamus hitting the wall. But Brown comes in, Demp to claim the W with high performance in second. And Nickelodeon, a long way back. Still being hunted down by Adzinski. Dennis Nielsen has crossed the line, as well as Angry Jock. So unlucky not to get the top 10. It looks like it's going to finish Nickelodeon in third place, with Adzinski in a close fourth place. And then we've got TJ lapping CJ. As they make way around the final corner, Stalker Brown has completed his race. Neil B was really close to taking 10th place off Dugamus, but Dugamus holds on to 10th with Neil B in 11th. Pt2's crossed the line, Venice in 17th. We wait for these two to finish. And TJ claims 5th place. Great race from him. Racing Rich will claim 6th. Reinhold in 7th. Eventually Manouk in 8th. Dennis Nielsen 9th. Dugamus 10th. Neil B 11th. Dirty Ewok in 12th. Scrapper in 13th. El Chueco 14th. Angry Jock 15th. Stalker Brown in 16th. Venice in 17th. And Snuffles will bring up the rear in 18th place with 6 drivers not completing the race. I don't know about Imagine's facts, but thank you everyone for watching us. No worries, mate. I've enjoyed especially the first half. Second half was a bit of a struggle, but thank you, Ninja, for joining me in the chat there, mate. You kept me awake there. So, but yeah, please do join us again next Thursday, or maybe next Wednesday. If BOA gets enough numbers for the GT2 versus GT3, I may stream it. That all depends on numbers. But we will be back 100% next Thursday for Indianapolis in the GT World Challenge Series 3 with the Grid Racing Club here on XSC. So please do follow us if you're watching us back, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye.